Hello everyone, and it's Funtimes
Yay!
with Jared.
What's up, guys?
Jared, today we're about to embark on something magical. This is a game series that I love so much. It's one of my absolute favorites.
And to everybody's shock and awe, I've never played this game.
Yeah, well, that's because we're going to enlighten you, Jared. Today we are going to get you going in Mass Effect. This way, we can be ready for it when Mass Effect Andromeda comes out. We're going to go through all three games.
I'm going to tell everybody right now, I'm super terrified.
Don't be. You'll do fine. You'll do fine.
I'm terrible at shooting games.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database.
Well, we're going to go through all three games plus
Classified
DLC.
Information requested.
Main videos. I'll grind out side quests on the side. So
secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Alright, go to enter new ID. Custom male. Or you can be female, I guess.
No.
Alright, what do we want our name to be? Do you want me to do it? Alright.
Just because I miss our Pokemon character so much.
That's true. Actually, I'm working on getting us back in there. There was a guy who left me a nice message and said that it was a lot of fun to play through, and he hoped very sincerely that we got it back up and running. So I'm going to try and dig into what went wrong, and we're going to do this.
Please log in to access.
You know, for our first year on YouTube, we've gotten a lot of positive feedback.
We have. It's really kind of freaky. I'm more than a little concerned that if we ever do actually end up taking off, it's just going to be downhill from there.
Well, I mean, I know people who have been on YouTube for years.
Yeah.
They don't get the views we get.
Yeah.
Warning: data corruption detected.
So we chose male, so we're gonna play as Mark Muir Shepard.
Please reconstruct profile.
I usually end up playing as female Shepard because I like Jennifer Hale's voice. She's a good voice actor, so much more.
Where do I know that name from?
Oh god, she's been in like everything. Seriously, she's the school teacher in Powerpuff Girls. She's several voices in the Star Wars Expanded Universe.
Has she done anything in like live action?
I don't know about live action. I mostly know her voice acting work. She's Commander Shepard. She's Spartan Sarah Palmer in Halo. She's all over the place. She's even in Metal Gear. She's Naomi Hunter.
Alright, well, because I don't know what these are, can you break down which one you usually choose and what the route you think
it really depends on whether you want to play as a nicer guy or a more kind of malicious style guy.
So you're either super nice or a dick.
Yeah, you can kind of go in the middle. That's where Colonist comes in. Spacer is essentially you grew up with your family in the Alliance military. You were basically an army brat, and you joined up when you turned 18, just right out the gates, and that'll give you more. They're known as Paragon points, and it'll open up your charm option.
And that's which one? The
Spacer. Now, Colonist is kind of an in-between. You'll get like a 50-50 split between the two as to what you would have gotten.
Okay.
And Earthborn is basically all renegade. You grew up in like the mega cities on Earth, in the slums. You were orphaned and you ran with gangs, and you saw the military as a way out of this life that you didn't want to live anymore.
Okay.
Now, Colonist is the darkest one, though. If you choose Colonist, your family and all your friends are slaughtered by space pirates that take everyone on the colony that they don't kill as slaves to sell on the space black market.
That sounds awesome and terrifying.
Yeah,
at the
it's
same
kind of
time.
fucked up, honestly.
Like, oh man.
Neither one really impacts you except for your. There's one side mission that will happen later that'll kind of impact, but it's still a side mission. So I might do a special variation and film some of the side quests and just kind of like do a quick edit of all those.
Okay.
So, but yeah, essentially choose your backstory.
Dude, you were not lying. This chick has been in a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, no, she was one of the reasons I went to that Comic-Con down in Hawaii. She was doing a signing, and my brother sent me an offer, and I was just like, oh, I don't know. And then I saw the guest list, and I was like, George Takei, yeah, he's gonna be there. God, what's his name? From he was the sheriff in Eureka. I can't think of him.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you know the guy I'm talking about. I can't think of his name for the life of me right now. He was there, and I was like, I like him.
John fucking Barrowman.
John Barrowman was there. I was like, yeah, I like John Barrowman. And then I saw Jennifer Hale, and I'm like, I'm going to this convention. I'm going to get Commander Shepard's autograph. And I did.
That's awesome.
I did. Oh god, I fucked up though.
Why?
It was so embarrassing. I was having such a great time. I was talking with some people in line. Here, choose your story. Choose your story.
I'm sorry.
No. Do this and listen
Confirm
at the same time.
psychological profile.
Essentially, this is more of the same. This gives your military background, sole survivor. This kind of gives just a little world building as to who Shepard is, and they'll kind of talk about them.
Oh man, I know I want to do War Hero or Soul Survivor.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Both of these will have side missions later that affect you.
Let's say War Hero.
Okay.
Confirm military specialization.
And here you pick your class. Soldier's the one you want to go with if you're like standard Call of Duty stuff. I usually do Adept though, because Adept gives you a really, really cool biotic abilities, and I love being a biotic. I didn't find out until later that it's one of the harder classes to master if you choose to use it. Vanguard is the best of both worlds, and it'll give you biotic abilities and gun use.
Okay.
If you choose Adept, it'll just give you the pistol.
And what's this engineer one with the little thing on my arm?
That's your Omni tool, and that'll give you, like it says, you can decrypt systems, repair or modify technical equipment, blah 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 blah, disrupt enemy shields.
Let's go Vanguard.
All right, Vanguard it is. All right, if you're gonna do this, I would recommend assault rifles.
Confirm
They're
facial
versatile enough.
identification.
Here, mix it up a little bit.
Oh, man.
See what you can do. But yeah, my story. I was standing in line waiting to meet Jennifer Hale. This person, I absolutely admired her voice work. And honest to God, she took a character. I remember finally hearing who this was when I was playing Metal Gear Solid with Naomi Hunter, and just how much I shouldn't have cared about Naomi Hunter. Essentially, she's written as a very archetypical, wants revenge person, and has very, very overly tragic backstory and all that. And I was just like, but when I'm playing it and I'm listening to her, I'm like, there should be no reason that I care about this character. I shouldn't care that she's had all this bad stuff happen. She doesn't impact me a whole lot. She's really screwed me over long term. But I feel bad for her, and I realized it's because this voice actor was just putting so much effort into it, and it's like she took this nothing role and made it great. And that was really my first exposure with her. And then I learned more about what she did. She was Bastila Shaw in Knights of the Old Republic, and just tons of other stuff. She's even in the new MMO where we're trying to play, the Old Republic.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the female soldier in that.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, I just immediately enjoyed her performance as Commander Shepard. And I'm standing in line, waiting to get her autograph, And I'm having this discussion about the new Star Wars movie that did just come out, Episode 7. And we were talking back and forth about it and what we were doing. And I met a guy from, like, the 501st in line. And he had a whole bunch of really, really cool stuff. And he chose a Stormtrooper helmet to get her autograph on. And I was just kind of standing in line. I'm like, damn. Everybody else has this really cool stuff. There's this other girl I met. She had a Halo encyclopedia, like the huge compendium version, and it's got like everything about everyone in the Halo series. And she got her to autograph her Sarah Palmer character from the game. And I was standing there, and I had my copy of Mass Effect 1. I've got it over there on my shelf. And I was just like, all right, well, you know what? If I ever get the chance, I'll get Mark Meir to autograph it, because he gets way better as they go on. And I was like, God, I should have got something else. I should have got something with her on. I should have brought my copy of Mass Effect 3. Because the Mass Effect 3, I have the special edition case, and it's a black tin, and it's reversible with male and female shepherds. And I was just standing there, I was like, oh, you know, whatever. This was really the one that really kicked me off on making me realize who she is and what she does. And it made me appreciate... I know this is going to sound really stupid and cliched, but it really made me appreciate female characters in games. Because there had been so very few, like, big name females that I wanted to see more of in a game.
Yeah.
And so I was just, I got inside my own head, and I was standing there. Yeah, we want subtitles on. And I just got to thinking, and I was like, oh God, I really should have gotten something else. And so, yeah, you'll want them to use it.
Active?
Yeah, sure. And eventually, I just got to the point where I had to get there, and I was the last person in line. They cut the line off after me.
Dude, you were super lucky then.
I was.
Well,
I was so happy. I was like,
Shepard?
okay, I'm gonna shut up, because this is cool.
Most of his life.
Did you
Military service
goof
runs in the
up in
family.
front of her? Is that the
Both his
moral of the
parents
story?
were in the Navy.
No.
The
The moral of the story is don't get inside your own head and start overthinking this. Because I got there, and I was
He's
like,
the only reason Elysium is still standing.
I was just in my head. I was like, God,
You can't
you've
question
impacted
his
so
courage.
much what acting in
needs
games
a hero.
means to me, what
And Shepard's the best we've
people in games mean, and
I'll make the
how
call.
how a person can make a character so much more fleshed out and meaningful to a game and impactful. And I get there, I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't have anything else. I should have got one with you. I was like, fuck! In my head, I was so angry. Oh, I was so mad. Let that be a lesson to you, kids. Never get inside your own head when meeting somebody. They're just normal people. Colin Ferguson. That's the dude from Eureka. Sorry, it just popped into my head. But yeah, I was so angry with myself when that happened.
Initiating transmission sequence.
And we went off, we had lunch later, and I was just sitting there, I'm like, oh God, I screwed this up so bad. And they're like, don't worry about it. I was like, no, she's literally like one of my favorite actors in games and shows. And I was like, oh, I really screwed the pooch here. And I went off, and I had a really great time at the convention. And I met Phil Lamar, who was really, really cool. I unfortunately didn't get his autograph. I didn't have the money.
Because you were a nice person and got me Barrowman's
I got you Barrowman's autograph, and I got myself Jennifer Hale's autograph. But I got to meet Phil Lamar and Colin Ferguson, and both were amazingly chill and cool dudes. Colin Ferguson, we kind of met him around the same time, and he was like getting lunch right before a panel. And they like brought the menu out to him, and they were like, hey, what do you want to eat, Mr. Ferguson? And he's like, I don't know. He looks up at us and is like, what do you guys recommend? And I was like, dude, don't ask me. I'm in the same boat as you. I'm just visiting my brother over here. He's the one you want to ask. He's like, hey, what do I want off this? And I was like,
All systems online.
I know I probably sounded like a douche to him because he's like, I'm really sorry about this. I'm like, yeah, dude, don't be.
1500.
I get a story out of this that I got to help Colin Ferguson pick out lunch a
I
day.
hate that guy.
That's a good story.
I know, and it's just like, and immediately after I said it, I was like, wow, that probably sounded really,
Remember
really
to zip up your
douchey.
jumpsuit on the way
But,
out of the bathroom? That's
yeah,
good.
it was just like-
I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy.
Normally,
and hit a
I would
target
just
the size
have,
of a
I would just be able to say,
pinhead.
yeah, I
That's
got to meet
incredible.
Colin Ferguson. He's a really cool
Besides,
guy.
Spectres are
Instead,
trouble.
I now get a story about
I
how
like
I
having
screwed
them
up
on
meeting
board.
Jennifer Hale, and I got to help Colin Ferguson choose his lunch for the day, which I don't know if he enjoyed or not, so he might be cursing me.
Dude,
That is
it's
the official
kind of cool
story.
that all that happens because
Only
you
an
hear the
idiot
stories
believes the
about
official
celebrities
story.
that are assholes.
Oh yeah,
and-
no, he is a super nice guy. Yeah, and you get your little wheel of how to choose. Top is usually nice guy, middle is middle of the road, and bottom
don't send
is
specters on shakedown
kind of an
runs.
asshole.
So there's
Okay.
more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker. Status report.
But yeah,
Say Barrowman
Just
was
cleared the
like
mass relay,
one of
Captain.
the nicest
Stealth
people you'd
systems
ever met.
engaged.
oh yeah, no,
Everything
he
looks
was super
Good.
duper nice. He even
Find
spelled
a
your name right.
convoy and link
I
us to
know, and that's hard.
I know. I didn't have to tell him anything. I was just like, yeah, I need this to Jared. It's for my cousin.
Aye, aye,
It's for my
Captain.
friend.
Better
It's
brace
his
yourself, sir.
birthday,
I think Nihilus is
and
heading your way.
He was just like, all right, yeah, Gerrrad. I was like,
Commander Shepard to meet
yeah,
you
that's
in
actually
the
right. No one spells that right the first time. He was like, ah, cool. But yeah,
He sounds angry. Something
that
must have gone wrong
grin
with the
he
mission.
has is
Captain always
that
sounds
that
like
is
when he's talking
not
to
something
me.
he puts on for the
Can't
cameras. That is
possibly
something he just
imagine why.
wears constantly. He was so much fun.
Dude, it's probably like a complete 180 from like what you see on TV. He's so good at playing an asshole.
Yeah, he can be, but at the same time, I first, well, technically, I first saw him in the Producers remake. I first saw him as a big role with Doctor Who, being
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth
Commander
run.
Captain
You
Jack
heading down to
Harkness,
see the captain?
and yeah, he just
Sounds like you don't trust our
automatically
Arcturian guest.
struck me
Sorry, Commander. Just having a
as
chat with Adams down in engineering.
as this
Didn't even
kind of
cause any
nice
trouble.
guy.
But
And
you
sure
have to
enough, when I
admit
finally met him,
something's
I was
odd
like,
about this mission.
God, you're
The whole
such a
crew
nice
feels it.
guy.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Oh,
Good luck,
you could
Commander.
you could ask him some more questions, and this is an RPG after all.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus
Yeah, I
isn't
missed
telling
what I
us
was
about
supposed
the
to.
Right there. No, go back and talk to those guys. You'll get a little more information.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Yeah, people always ask, which I prefer more, Star Wars or Star Trek,
Only a fool goes looking for a fight.
and invariably
Sorry, Commander,
I
but this
say,
waiting's killing me.
well,
I've never been
there's
on a
only
mission
two
like this
things that
before.
really hit
Got
that
one with
middle
a
mark,
Spectre on
and it's
board.
Mass Effect and Firefly.
Yeah. Firefly was amazing.
Firefly was a great show, but it leans a lot further towards Star Wars. This
Yeah.
leans a lot further towards Star Trek, and I'm a huge fan of Star Trek. So
Just treat this
and
like
you can
every other
investigate, or
assignment
you
you've had,
can.
and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say.
God, you are
You
ugly.
proved
You know
yourself in
that?
the Blitz. Everybody knows what you
Oh,
can
War
do.
Hero.
This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not going to screw this up.
I certainly won't run out in front
The
of all the
captain's
bad
waiting
guys
for
and get shot.
Goodbye, Commander.
No, BioWare did a really, really cool job with this game. I love the world building and the atmosphere that they set up.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
And the aliens look really, really cool too.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only
I'm sorry if I'm
establish
being
colonies
quiet
across the
here.
galaxy,
I
I'm
used up
trying to
I used up a
look
lot of my
How safe is
a lot
it,
of my
really?
story there at the beginning, and I'm kind of worn out there.
Do you know something?
I mean, seriously,
Your
if
people are
somebody
still
were to
new
go
from the
around
Shepherd.
kicking in doors
The
and
galaxy
shooting
can be a very
babies in the
dangerous
head,
place.
how hard would that
Is the
be?
Alliance
In
truly ready for
theory.
this?
Wow.
I think it's
What
about
is
time we
it?
told the commander what's really going on.
I don't think I'll
This
ever.
mission
What
is
is it
far
with you
more
and
than a simple
babies?
shakedown run.
Babies are gross, dude.
You're like the last thing we shot. You're like, oh, drop it like a sack of dead babies. I was like, what?
Babies are gross. That's it.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research
You know
team
what
on
they
Eden
say about the
Prime
top?
unearthed some
Shit
kind of
rolls
beacon
down from
during
the
an
top.
excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is Big Shepard. The last time
We're
humanity
kind of
made a
like
discovery
Napster,
this,
but with
it jumped our
ships
technology
and
forward
stuff,
200 years.
not
But
stupid
Eden Prime
music.
doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
It never hurts to have a few extra hands on board.
The beacon's not the
I
only
mean, you were
reason
being
I'm
really,
here,
really
Shepard.
nice to a guy
Nihilus
who's
wants to see you in action, Commander.
very shady.
He's here to evaluate you.
No, fun fact, I watched this
What's going on,
a day
Captain?
before I
The
played
Alliance
this
has
a
been
day
pushing for this
before
for a
They
long
Live.
Uh,
And so
Humanity
it
wants
was
a
it was I
larger
got
role in
to
shaping
I got to
interstellar
play this,
policy.
I got to hear this guy, and I
We
was
want
like,
more say with the
oh man,
Citadel
yeah,
Council.
this guy has been in a ton of stuff.
Inspectors
Keith
represent
David,
the Council's power
by the
and
way,
authority. If they
the
accept
Arbiter
a
from the
human
Halo
into their ranks,
series. He's
shows
Goliath
how far the
in
Alliance has come.
the Gargoyle series.
You held off an enemy assault
Yeah,
during the
he's
Blitz
been in a ton of
single-handed.
different things.
You showed not
And-
only courage, but
You know,
also
that is one
incredible
thing from my
skill.
childhood I
That's
would
why I put
love
your
to
name
see
forward as a
a
candidate
movie
for
of
inspectors.
if it's done right.
Well, you never know. Hopefully, it will
There's
be.
been talks of it.
Yeah, well, that's been thrown out talks of that for a while. But yeah, I got to play this, and then I got to watch him fight Roddy Piper in an alleyway for like
I assume
5.5
this is good for the
minutes.
Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground.
Very close,
Secure the beacon and get it
intimate
onto the ship
missions, if you get
Nihilus
my
will accompany you to
drift.
observe
Don't
the
ask, don't tell.
Alright, you want to know anything else, or are you ready to go?
Just give the word, Captain.
Yeah, ready, yeah.
We should be getting close to it.
Alright.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
We're gonna let this episode run a little long.
See this.
Bring it up on screen.
But as soon as we touch down, I think that'll be our stopping point for the first episode.
Alright.
Get down!
So, from what I've
This is
heard,
the worst movie ever.
what I've heard is this is one of those long run games. Like,
Yes.
whatever you do in one, like if you transfer your stuff over, will completely affect the next two.
Yes. And it's one of the reasons I'm kind of wary about Andromeda when it comes out, because I've played BioWare's last version of a game that went to a new console with Dragon Age Inquisition,
There's nothing.
Reverse and hold it 38.
and I wasn't really a fan of how they set up the file transfer.
Yeah.
So it looks like they might be ignoring that
Status
entirely,
report.
seeing as how this is going to take place
17
500
minutes out,
years
Captain. No other
after
Alliance ships in
this
the area.
series ends.
Probably.
Take us
So
into it, fast and quiet.
we might have little
This mission
snippets
just got a lot more
about what was
complicated.
going on during
A
that
small
time.
strike team can move quickly without
But
drawing attention.
I'm not too
It's our
sure.
best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us
And
in
then
the
you can
cargo
try
hold.
and secure my beacon.
Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Are they going into my nose?
The guy
Engaging
actually
stealth
made
systems.
This guy looked very Asian. Not on purpose.
Somebody was doing some
I don't think you made him look
serious
too
digging here,
Asian,
Captain.
otherwise I'd be sitting here going, "Are you
Your
order
team's the
a fried
muscle of
rice
this
or
operation,
Mr.
Commander.
Kavan?"
Go in heavy
Ooh,
and
I
head straight
hate
for the
a
big side.
Mongolian.
Survivors, Captain.
Helping
Hey,
survivors is a
Chinese man
secondary
did a while.
objective. The
Goddamn
beacon's your top
Mongolians gotta
priority.
come knocking down.
Approaching.
Oh, hello, welcome Shitty Walk.
Nihilus, you're coming
Say
with
on,
us?
please.
I
You
move
want some
faster on my own.
chibi?
Don't, Mongolian
Nihilus will
beat.
scout out
It
ahead.
makes shit so
We'll
hot.
feed you
Who should
status
I go and
reports
test it?
throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
Goddamn Mongolians.
Oh, with the helmet on, you actually do kind of look vaguely Asian.
Ready and able, sir.
The
I
mission
suppose
yours
you could
now, Shepard.
probably be classified
Good luck.
as Eurasian, so...
We are approaching drop point 2.
I love how they don't think they even slowed down to let him out. I think they just kept going. Alright. I think that's going to be a good spot to take a break, so we'll see you back here next time, everybody.
There you go.
We're going through it.
That's what she said.